Hello, friends. So, welcome to PK Sir classes. Welcome to my channel, and also welcome to all the people who are watching my pendrive classes as well as Google Drive classes or Android app classes, whatever it is. So, I know many of you have been waiting for this particular video. I told you I'll come up with another video, but then the schedule was very tight. I was working a lot, trying to, you know, get some, notes and content for CFI and SCNP only. So I was working on that only, guys. And I've also conducted a poll in my Telegram channel. If at all you people are watching, if you haven't joined my Telegram channel, I would rather ask you to join over there. So that's a direct way of communication. You'll get it from my side at the earliest. The Telegram channel name is PK Sir Classes. So in that, I've conducted a poll and I've asked whether people are interested to really have a motivational session on my life, especially the second video, the two incidents that changed my life. And more than 80% they said yes, we need it. So I wanted to go ahead anyway. Despite that, in the last video, thank you so much, guys, for giving a lot of response. And there were so many people who were said that, even I have seen one comment where he was saying that it's like KGF part 2 he was waiting. That literally gave me you know happiness, and it was like something that I can really enjoy. And there was one more guy called Muhammad Abdul. Now that student has been commenting on each and every video of mine, and he was like, sir, I've been ardent follower of yours. And you know uh, Abdul, if you are watching, thank you so much for your love and affection. And see, that if little effort of yours to put a comment is what gives me the energy. So that's the energy which drives me to work hard. Even right now, I'm recording this at 12:36 in the night. So it's all about you. Thank you so much, buddy. And I hope if you see this, you'll find it happy. If you're happy, that's more than enough for me. Anyway, right. So the point here is, the second incident that changed my life is the CA, Chartered Accountancy. Now you can tell me, what do you mean by that, sir? See, many of you don't know that I basically, as I've told you in the last video, I went for BIPC. So my background is biology and physics and chemistry, in the sense botany, zoology, physics, and chemistry. And so we have written MSET. MSET is like a local examination, like IITs, or for engineering and all that, where you get seats in both engineering as well as medical colleges. And I missed my medical seat, obviously, and I was into depression. As usual. And then mine is a middle class family, in fact, we can say. And so there was not much of a money left, and my father was of the opinion that taking BIPs is a mistake of mine, and probably I should be learning maths and all that. So we came to a conclusion that, okay, let's see, because like, my father just told me that, okay, just go for BSc biotechnology, and then along with that you try to do maths. In fact, you can do that. Intermediate papers you can write, or plus 2 papers you can write, and then probably we'll plan something like MBA or MCA. That was the opinion. And then I went to this college in Tirupati. At that time, it was the number one college in Tirupati. And my dad has asked me to go there. There I met a person, and I just told him that this is what I'm interested to join in your college, that is degree and all that. But then he asked me about my percentage in my inter, and I said it's 97. And then immediately he jumped, I mean, he gave me this advice that, why don't you do CA? Now I was of the opinion that, see, I came from biology background, so it's totally, four subjects are totally different. Now how could I take up CA? But he said that yes, you can. Now mind you, this was at a time where nobody knows about CA. Now once 2008 or 9 recession has come, after that, all of a sudden, the especially in South India, the demand for CA has got increased, especially in states of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. But then prior to that, when this sort of discussion was happening, nobody knows about CA actually. In fact, that was the only institute in an entire Rayalaseema in Andhra Pradesh where you had this CA coaching, right? In Tirupati actually. So and I was of the opinion that, okay, fine, I was little bit like, I don't know what to do. And then we have started inquiring, and then we came to know that it's going to be very tough, and you don't know when you're going to complete. And people were saying on an average 7 years. But then one thing, as I told you in the last video itself, my opinion was that doesn't matter how difficult the course is going to be, I'm going to do it. Only thing that I want is a good life after that. So I don't want to have these files and roaming behind all these colleges and all that. I mean, sorry, companies and all that. So we inquired. And mind you, at that time, so I was talking way back 2009, 2008, 9. And at that time itself, you know if you pass CA, irrespective of half a dozen attempts, also you used to get 50,000 as your minimum starting pay. That was the situation at that time. So which means you can say now it's like 11 years, 10 years more than that. So if you put inflation, it should have been somewhere else, but now that's not the case. So there are various reasons for that, demand supply scenario. Anyway, so at that time that was the case. And I took the call actually. And one more thing was that because we were having this financial issues, and my sis was there, and we have to, it's the position was not in such a way that we have funds for both the children, and we can take loans for both the children. So therefore somebody has to, take a risky decision. So for me, because of the percentage, the college people, they have offered me free of cost, I mean free coaching for degree, free coaching for CA. Only the hostel fees they asked me to pay, and even that also they've reduced. So as a result, I took the risk and I've joined. And eventually, so that's where everything started changing. And yeah, that was the, I think, second batch of after CPT has got introduced. And all these subjects like, accounts, mercantile, economics, and this maths and stats, everything is new for me. And I have to write the exam within the year. At that time it's 4 months a year, I mean 4 times a year the CA exams was happening, especially CPT. And then I used to stay in this hostel over there. And honestly speaking, on the first day of the class, don't even know what is credit, what is debit, and even asset and liability also. That was my situation. It was like a Latin or Greek class. And see, that's what I even tell my students today also. See, it's not like, when situations are really out of your hand, don't give up. In fact, at the time, when I went for coaching in that kind of pathetic situation, when I used to ask doubts, there are one or two subjects where even the faculty doesn't know anything, to be with due respect to them, but that was the reality. And nowadays I see most of the students, if they end up in similar kind of situation, they just feel like, that's the only reason. Okay, it's done and dusted, I'm not going to pass this attempt, so I'm going to give it up. So why do you do that? For every problem you should try to figure out a solution. We cannot give up. So what I've done was, at the time, I just went for what do you call, reference books. And I used to read these books all the night and try to understand what is there in the ICA study material in depth. And there used to be lots of seniors, degree seniors in the college. I used to go to them, I used to beg them, request them. And they used to make fun of me a lot of times. But see, my focus was like, I need to learn, that's it. As long as I'm learning, whatever the fun that you make of me, I'm not gonna care that. That's the thing I even tell my students. So when you come to my class, you should throw all these things away. Even today, so many people in the live class, they feel like, if at all they have to participate in the class, if they have to ask some doubts, they feel that what the other students will think, what others will think, girls will think about what boys will think, and boys will think about what girls will think. Why do you think about others? First of all, that's my simple question. The purpose of you coming to class is just to learn, so focus on that. No other people is going to do anything for you. And if you think that somebody is thinking something about me, they're going to think something about you. So it's not under control. Is that clear? So I was like, you make fun of me, you do it, it doesn't matter, but I need to know how to pass a journal entry for this particular thing. I need to know what is this, and that's it. I'm totally, it's like submitting myself completely. And then eventually things turned up. And eventually I passed CPT. And then I went to Chennai because of some reason I couldn't explain that right now. And I have finished my PCC also in Chennai. And then the CA final comes. Now this is where the greatest incident of my life has happened. So once I've come to my CA final, the result came in the August, as you know, if you write it in May. But in Chennai, it's like that, where coaching will not start 4 times a year. It starts only twice a year, either in May or in November. So I thought like, okay, I've passed now, and I cannot wait till November to start the coaching. So it will be a waste of time. So I just want myself to be engaged. So I started inquiring, and there was only crash batches available, the revision batches. And there was only two institutions in which revision buses were available. One institution, it was like, the fee was pretty damn high at that time itself. I can say 20,000 plus for two papers. I'm talking about 2010, 10 years back. And so I was not, for revision classes, I don't think it was affordable for me at that time. There was another institution where they were offering the same for much less. And I thought that, like, okay, at least let's keep us engaged. Whatever the way the classes is going to happen, let it happen. Now this is where the most important person of my life comes. So I entered to this particular institution. Unfortunately, because it's a video, I cannot take the name. And there were only like 6 students in the class. And this professor enters, and he starts taking marginal costing, that is decision making chapter of CA final. At the time it was AMA. And he explains the concept for 20 minutes, and then he gives us a sheet of paper and asks us to try to solve the first sum, and then he goes out of the class. The moment I've seen this, I was like, just like a typical student, I started scolding. What is this? If you do like this, who is going to come to your institution? That's why there are only 6 people, blah blah blah. Just like a innocent student. uh, and then I was like looking here and there, and there were lots of students in the class. So I thought that if I don't do this, and then if he comes and if he asks how many of you have done this, there will be some sort of history issue that was happened. I mean, that might happen. Therefore it forced me to put my pen on the paper and then try that sum for the first time. In fact, I've passed pieces at that time. And then eventually, after 5 minutes, he came to the class, and then he asked how many of you people have done. Out of that six, there were only two people who have done, and that was me and somebody else. And I was shocked, like, okay, even I'm getting answers, answers for new questions. It's not something which I've already practiced. And to my surprise, that's where the spark has stuck me in, and it all started changing from there. And then all of a sudden, the difficult sums in decision making, how the sums are going to be in decision making, the sums which right now I teach for 1 hour in my class, I used to solve all the sums. Because the style of the faculty was such that, like, he will read the question, he'll ask us to do it, and then he'll go out. After 15 minutes or 20 minutes, he'll come back, and then only he'll try to explain the solution. That's the way he used to do. So I started getting answers for each and every question, no matter how tough it is, without missing one question for a period of 7 days. It means easily some 20 to 30 questions, the big questions of decision making. Each and every question, I used to get the exact answer, even the procedure as well. So when I used to go to my hostel after the class every single day, I used to think myself, like, see, how's this happening? I just 2 or 3 months back, when I was writing PCC exams, I was not able to solve even basic sums unless I have solved that model again, you know. But now all of a sudden, that to CA final sums, that too I'm in a revision class, and that too big sums, I was able to find out. I mean, I was able to get the answer, that too exact answer, not just the procedure of it. Then I just found out, so where is that magic that has happened? The magic is very simple. The lecturer has given me a chance to think in the class. Now, I don't know how many of you have understood the importance of this. This is the reality. Every time in a class, what happens if a lecturer, he himself reads the question, he tells you all the twist, and he only gets the calculation done, and he only dictates you the notes, and he does everything, and you just sit in the class just listening, and then sometimes writing. You are understanding here, you are not learning anything. There is a lot of difference between understanding and learning. Understanding means, if I told you a concept called indifference point, you have understood that. If I ask you what is indifference point, you can tell me, yeah, you understood it. Learning means, when a time comes when there is a problem in a company, and to solve that problem, you should be able to apply indifference point over there. Okay, to solve this problem, I know a concept called indifference point. That is what I think I should apply it over here to solve this particular problem. Now, that is called learning. So when you're able to use the knowledge that you've got, it becomes wisdom. Wisdom is the real power. Knowledge is just piling up of facts. It's not real power. Please try to understand that. So there, he just gave me an opportunity to find out what I am and what I'm really capable of. And I'm very honest with you guys. I know 95% all the students are like this only. In fact, 100%. They have the capability inside, but unfortunately, they're not willing to let it out. You understand what I'm trying to say? So that was the opportunity that happened in my life, where suddenly I found out that, okay, there is a lot of capability inside me which has been untapped. And luckily, here I got an opportunity where I could see myself, like, okay, I'm able to solve all these sums. I can do it. And then that lecturer, he was very much impressed with the way I'm doing things, despite passing just 1 week back PCC. And then he introduced me to the foreign author book, and then that developed my interest in that subject a lot more. And after that, this AMA faculty, now listen this carefully, this AMA faculty has recommended me to go to another AMA faculty. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you the name because it's on video. And then I asked him that another AMA faculty, which the so-called faculty has recommended, he was having terrible opinion among students. If you ask 100 students in Chennai, 100 students will say that he's bad. 100 out of 100. In that particular coaching academy, all the subjects people will be getting minimum 400 students, but only for that subject, only for that faculty, that is AMA, they used to get around 30, less than that even. So I was like, I was of the same opinion, right? Because that's what everybody around you tells you. So I told the same to the faculty. Sir, you're asking me to go there and people say that he's pretty bad. Then he told me that yes, they will tell you that he's bad because they are not able to catch him, they are not up to his level. You go there, you will understand, you will definitely not regret. Because I had respect on him, because he's the guy who actually changed my life, I couldn't say no. So generally everybody in that, the funny part is everybody in that coaching academy, which was quite a bit famous, used to join in all the subjects except the subject, that, AMA. And I was the guy who went to that particular institution only for that particular subject. The irony is like that. And then I went to the class, and as usual, there were very few people in the class, and he just came and he, went like full, speed and all that. And I was like, what's happening? you know, it's like within frames of minutes or something, problem is done. And I was like, I'm not able to follow what's happening. And then here, another important thing comes to picture. So here, a student can think two ways. One way is, Arey, yeah, this guy is not at all teaching well. He teaches so fast. He teaches a lot of concepts. He gives all sorts of logics. It's very complicated. So the lecturer is bad. Scold the faculty. Tell him that he's useless, and then go to some other faculty where he gives you everything like a spoon feeding. This is one way of thought process. The other way of thought process is, if he is able to solve the problem at that particular speed, and if he is able to teach all those logics, and if I'm not able to follow, then the problem is with me. My mind is not able to think that fast. So it's me who has to change. So luckily, I thought like the second person, you know. And then I went to my hostel, and then what I've done is I started opening the book. Tomorrow, suppose he's going to take this X concept, I used to open the book and then I used to study. And I used to sometimes understand fully, sometimes I don't understand, sometimes I understand it the wrong way. All these different possibilities will happen. Tomorrow I'll go and listen to the same concept, and I started understanding things better. And then suppose one X concept, I've read it myself and understood in a particular way. Tomorrow I used to see that same concept, how it is being explained by the faculty in the class, and if it is same, then I used to appreciate myself, which means I've understood something studying on my own. And if it is not same, then I used to find out what my mistakes are, in what way I've interpreted the concept wrong. So that way, within 7 days, I was able to follow him, and I followed him after that. So this is the major incident that changed me and made me expert in costing, to be very frank. So that's what made me even pass my CA final. You would not believe. In fact, we had only 15 days of preparation in our firm. Me and my friend knows that. But when we say this outside, people laugh at us. But it's okay. It's a fact. So I don't mind saying it. So how these things used to happen means, it's all about letting your brain achieve its full potential. See, that's what majority of the times we don't do. See, understand one thing, guys. I always tell my students, if you're feeling comfortable in class, if you're feeling like, the class is so good, then there is something wrong going on in the class. You're not learning anything, you're just understanding. See, without pain, there is no gain. You please try to understand. You're not taking any pain, which means you're not gaining anything. So when we say this, people don't generally try to understand this, because they don't want pain basically, and they want all sort of. See, without pain, skills will not come. It's as simple as that. Now, one student has came to me one time, and he told me that. So there are two faculties, the X faculty and Y faculty. I want to go for law classes, and you please tell me where should I go. It's a live class, face to face class. And I just told him one thing: go to that particular place where the faculty is not giving you running notes. I mean, he's not dictating notes. Then he was shocked and he said, sir, I should actually go to the place where the notes is getting dictated, right? Why are you asking me to go to a particular place where notes is not getting dictated? So my answer is, okay, fine. If a faculty is dictating your notes, you listen and then you write everything. Now, when you will develop the skill of constructing your own sentences? Now, according to me, if he is going on his way explaining the concepts and you have to write running notes simultaneously, and that's the right way where you have to go, because you will start learning how to construct the sentences. So that tomorrow, once you start learning your law, once you read a page, you will understand the essence of it, and then within few minutes you will turn the page, because you know the essence of the concept, and then you know how to construct your own sentence in the examination using the keywords. But the guy who went to the other class where the everything was dictated, he has not developed the skill of writing his own sentences. Therefore, he'll depend on the sentences one by one, and he'll try to by heart everything. So thereby, what he will read in 10 days, you can read in 2 days or 3 days. That's how you waste time basically, because you can't construct sentences. Therefore you have to by heart, read it again, and then vomit the same sentence in the examination. Whereas the guy who knows how to construct the sentences, he'll just read those pages much faster, and he has the ability to do something, and tomorrow he's the one who is going to be successful as a CA, for your kind information. You understand the point? So the lesson that you have to learn from my life incident is this: no pain, no gain. I always tell my students when they used to come in my class, Nana, are you getting some sort of irritation? Are you getting that you want to throw away the book? Are you getting that I'm not getting this point? I'm not able to understand this point. This did not click me. Are you getting this sort of symptoms? Then you're on the right path, because that's what makes and that's what it takes to ultimately learn a concept. These are all the process that you have to undergo. You should not try to escape away from all these things. Don't try to keep it in a comfort zone. See, there's a saying, if you're not living off on the edge, then you're taking too much space. Don't keep yourself comfortable. Is that clear? Come out of your comfort zone. Try ready to face the things. Now, this is the skill that you need to have in order to not only pass the exams faster, but also tomorrow to succeed in your life as a CA. See, this is far more important. Getting the certificate is just the beginning. People don't understand this. You know, whenever I tell these things, earlier I used to tell these things in classes. People used to find that it's a time waste, because I personally felt that a teacher or a lecturer is not somebody who just teaches you the concepts. He's somebody who molds you as a personality, a persona, right? Your attitude, the way you should look at things, the courage that you should get to face off lots of hurdles in your life. The entire personality of the student has to be molded. I felt that that is the basic duty of a teacher. But then unfortunately the new generation students, they are like, if you tell all these things, they feel that it's a time waste. In fact, on a Subhash Chandra Bose birth anniversary, when I tried to talk about him for a few minutes, they felt that it's a time waste. Now, I don't know what to say, because once you don't know because of whom you got freedom, and if I talk about somebody like that and you feel that it's a time waste, don't you not wasting time for so many other things in a day? It's as if you're like, I don't know what to say, you know. So the point here is, it's not just books and what is there in the books. First point. Second, it's a complete personality of yours, the communication, the attitude, the subject knowledge, the what do you call, calmness, and the perseverance. Everything makes you a persona of yourself who will eventually succeed tomorrow in life. Now, don't just concentrate on one facet of your personality. That's really dangerous. You got it? So take the pain. In fact, I tell my students that you should learn the concepts and then read the question. Don't look at the solution. Try to do it on yourself. you know yes, you will get irritation, you will get frustration, sometimes you'll not get the answer, sometimes even after half an hour of thinking you'll not get any answer, and you'll get frustrated. It's good. See, that's the process of learning. It's not going to be easy. Do you And that's what the point I'm trying to tell you. And even I used to tell my students, like, uh, unless you take that pain tomorrow, even if the success comes, you can't enjoy. Please try to understand that. You got it? So, because as I told you, if there is no something called, even in the last video also, if there is no something called bitterness, there is no value for sweet. Everything that you taste in the real life is sweet, 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 sweet. Then there is no value for sweet. Because of bitterness, only sweet has got its value. Eventually, similarly, because of hard work, the pain, the sorrow, the difficulty, only then once you become a CA, you can enjoy it for months and years together. Otherwise, you'll not feel it, if it just comes to you. You understand the point? So it's good. um, some students also, they've asked me, sir, I've just failed in my IPCC since my childhood, since first standard. I haven't failed in anything else, so I really lost my confidence. Is it a bad thing? So tomorrow, I think some of the jobs I may not be shortlisted for the interview, and blah blah blah. So I used to tell him one thing: it's a good thing that has happened. He used to ask, like, what the hell you're talking? Are you stupid? So no, it's absolutely not. If you have failed and then again you have eventually passed, then you know how to get up if you fall down. You know how great quality that is? People who have passed everything in the first attempt doesn't have that quality, for your kind information. Tomorrow, if they fell down, I don't guarantee you that they'll again, get up. But I can guarantee on you, because you have already, got up. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So try to look at the positivity in everything. In fact, once you fail, it's a good thing. I see you as a great person because you've already fallen down and you have risen up. So that's not a joke. Somebody who has just cleared CA in 4 years, in every attempt for the first time, probably he may, probably, we cannot guarantee. At least for you, I can guarantee you will eventually succeed in life. Tomorrow, if at all there is any other difficulty that you're facing and you're able to, fall down, you will be able to definitely get up and come back to life. You will come back for sure. Is it a good thing or bad thing? Good thing, of course. So, understand one thing, my dear students. In this video, I know that the topic of this video, that the incident that changed my life. Today you see me as a PK sir and you see me as unique, and I was able to give you a lot of logics and practical examples and a different perspective on the subject. That means it is because of that incident that happened in my life. So if that guru is watching this video, I would like to thank you so much, sir. For video purposes and confidentiality and right to privacy, I cannot tell your name because of so many reasons. But then if you're watching this, two people, the one who introduced to CA for me in Tirupati, thank you so much, sir. You have shown me the door. Thank you for introducing me to CA. And the other guru in CA final, the one who changed, the one who showed me that even I can solve problems, new models on my own, and who has introduced me to all these foreign authors books and gave me that, you know, what do you call, the passion regarding the beautiful subject called costing, the subject which has got no boundaries. You know, thank you so much. If you're watching this video, consider me as touching your feet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So that's it, guys, from my side. I hope this helped you as a motivational video, as now examination has got again postponed, so I know you guys are going to crack for sure. So apply this in your life and try to increase your skill. And if you are successful tomorrow, don't forget to message me. So if you really like this video, I would like you guys to subscribe. As usual, everybody says this, but anyway, even though it's little bit embarrassing, I have to say, because unless you guys subscribe, I cannot reach more people. I would like to reach more students. Okay, and share the video, of course, comment what you have felt about it, and of course, like, did I say that? Yeah, I hope so. Right, anyway, guys, so that's it from my side. This speaker is signing off, and once again, thanks to all my gurus, especially those two gurus who have changed my life, and thanks to you people. Now you are actually giving me everything, right, guys? My students, thank you so much, guys. So in fact, I'm nothing without you guys. Thank you so much, and I hope this video has given you a little bit of motivation. If yes, I hope I haven't wasted your time, this 15 minutes or 20 minutes, the duration of the video. Thank you so much, guys. The speakers are signing off. Jai Hind.